My name is Hannah, and it's my ASMR. This is my ASMR channel. Usually I do talk about psychology and I do help you to relax, fall asleep, stop overthinking, let it all go, start to believe in yourself more. Yeah, and today I'm just gonna do something else. Some of you asked me to do like ripping paper triggers. I don't know if I like simply triggers video, like one video just about triggers. I think it's a bit boring, but I can just talk to you about something and just a few triggers. Okay, so how was your day? Is there anything new happened? So I am now currently at my new job, and I am in a much healthier environment right now. So I feel like it's also helping me with my mental health. I'm from Ukraine, as you know, and in Ukraine we don't. When I used to live there like 6-7 years ago, yeah, 6 or 5, yeah, 6 years ago, sorry. We didn't really talk about that mental health thing much. Yeah, psychology was quite interesting topic, but people at work would never bring the mental health topic up. In England, it's a bit different. I can see that some things that in Ukraine is not something you go, like, for example, if you have an anxiety and you live in Ukraine, you don't stop going to work because of that. Of course, if it's very severe form and you like can't go, then maybe you take a break. But I haven't seen those cases. People who just go to work every day, you know. And yeah, here in UK, if you have an anxiety, you can just don't go to work and you will be helped financially, which is really different for me. Yeah, from my experience, most people I know who had such a severe anxiety that didn't want to leave home, this is usually people who don't work, who stay at home for various reasons. And the more you stay indoors, the more you, even though I'm quite happy just to stay at home. Honestly, I am such an introvert, but I think that's really affects your mental health if you are isolated. And you might think, oh no, but I like it at home. I don't need anybody. But eventually you'll see that leaving house harder and harder, dealing with certain regular human beings' experiences with other people, shopping, anything is just seems difficult. And you might start to find an issue in yourself and think, oh, it's because I'm anxious, it's because this, it's because that. No, your anxiety, probably, I'm not saying it's 100%, 90%, maybe 99%, is not a cause but a result of isolation. And I'm telling you, I never had depression before I moved to UK. I never had like proper assessment, diagnosis and anything, but I know I did have first time in my life. I was really down. I was like crying every day, and I felt lost. And I was married at that time, and but it's not that I was like lonely, but I didn't work. I didn't have social life. I didn't really do much. I just was trying to figure it out, try this, try that, writing music, studying psychology, trying with YouTube channels, and I know I was depressed. And I started working, and it did change. It did change things for me, even though I didn't do my dream job. But I think being part of a society, at least a little bit, at least somehow, and do some work and get some money, be independent if you can, that's just the best thing you can do for yourself, honestly. Of course, jobs and other things can bring you stress as well, yeah. But stress from work is just a bit different than isolation. Yeah, and I also think that, working 8 hours a day, every day at least, yeah, some people working more, that's just a bit too much. I don't see why society nowadays have to sacrifice such a huge chunks of their lives. It just beyond me, because certain jobs you don't need to be present there for that long time, yeah. And I think our generation and the younger generation, they want a purpose in life. They don't want to be just finished school, graduated, or got married, got child, went to work and then got married, and then worked there for 5 million years and then just retired and died. This is not what I think our generation wants to be proud of. It's not a norm for us anymore. We want to enjoy life because we know that it's possible. We know that there is much more in this life than just go by the scenario, isn't it? And I think this is where you hit that sort of crisis, when you sort of like, should I risk it all? Or should I go by the, scenario, predictability? But you know what? Nothing is predictable in this world. 100%. Stability is a myth. And all that. The only stability we can have is within us. Okay. You are a creator of your own stability. You are a master of your own support and stability. So yeah. I'm not judging anybody. Everybody live their life how they want. Just sharing my experience and observations. I had different clients in the past. I would work with social anxiety, panic attacks. I used to have them myself, by the way, just way before I went into psychology and got my degree. Way before that, and I was just very unhappy in my relationships. Not that like I was a victim or something, no, just like when you just unhappy and your life just doesn't look the way you want it to be. And this is where I was very not myself really. And I've noticed that leaving a house, going shopping, I would go shopping and I would like get panic attack. I would get panic attack in Subway and everywhere. And then I realized like later on, like after I broke up with my boyfriend at that time, moved, changed my life. They're gone. But now I know the mechanism why they happen, and I know how to prevent it. So it's just basically, I'll tell you shortly, if you have that issue, it's fear that lays on top of fear. So basically you freak yourself out double, triple times, so your body reacts with like such a big fear on your own fear. Nothing actually happened, but you just freak yourself out by the way you would, something triggered you, and then the way you would interpret your physical reaction to that fear that you just interpret, like, oh, I'm a bit hot, oh, I'm gonna have heart attack, or like tumor or like something. And because you're just hot, you interpret that physical reaction to heat like a threat. And because you have a fear of, for example, dying or embarrassing yourself in front of public, or fear of rejection, fear of losing control, one of them three like fears activated, and you just basically get scared even more, and then your body reacts to that fear, which not always real, and you just basically spook yourself. So if you wouldn't interpret your physical reaction to anything, like something happened and your heart rate like goes up and you're like, oh my god, I'm dying, this is where you freak yourself out even more. So this is incorrect interpretation of the of your symptoms of something what happened, and then you just being scared of it. So for example, I would go to the shop and I'm like, oh my god, this floor is so white, oh my god, it's like gonna affect my eyes right now, and something gonna happen in my brain and I'm gonna die here, you know. And I would just leave the basket and I would just go, because I would have panic attack. But in reality, white floor can't do that to you. You interpretate your own physical reaction to that white floor as something dangerous, which makes you freak out. So if you will tell yourself, listen, at the moment you're just hot, your body is quite capable to cope with heat. Even if you're uncomfortable, you can try to get out, you can make yourself more comfortable, but you're not dying. Same like in the subway, I would think, oh my god, we're so deep underground, I have no control, and I'm gonna have like, I don't know, something gonna happen to me, and let's say that I can't control the situation, and this is where panic attack will appear. Same as I'm so relaxed right now because I've done another video for us, for you guys, with sleeping hypnosis, and I think it worked on me as well. So yeah, please try to balance your life. Go out, meet people, talk to people, but be careful. Okay, have your support system, at least one person that can listen to you, hear you, see you, notice you. sleep well, on time, have a schedule, because for your brain it's very important to have that level of predictability. Even though I love something new, I like a little adventure, you know, but I like controlled adventure. I don't like unexpected danger or something stupid, no. But my brain craves novelty. But at the same time, I need structure. Like when you work every day, yeah, and then you have weekends when you have no plans. Sometimes it feels great. Oh yes, excitement, let's be spontaneous. But sometimes if you don't have energy for spontaneous acts, you just feel like you're wasting your weekend, but at the same time you don't have energy to do anything. And you start like to worry about things, and I got really upset another day because I thought, oh my god, and I just like don't know what to do with myself, you know. It's really weird because you live in that structure every day the same, drives you crazy. But once you lose that, you also don't know what to bloody do. So it's really weird. I've got new trousers, like a pajamas, loungewear. Right, my dear friends, hope this little rumble chat will help you to relax, reflect, and inspire. I wish you good night or good day. Enjoy your moments, opportunities, and yourself. See you in another video. Bye bye.